Welcome back, guys. This week's episode is going to be a little bit more like a vlog because we're going to end up going to the store, so you guys will follow me along. I'll pick out the vanities and stuff. I'm going to show you guys why that's important at this stage in time. We're trying to get to the point where we can cover up the walls and drywall everything in. In order to do that, I got to make sure that my rough plumbing, rough electrical, rough everything is in the correct location. Unfortunately, since we're not doing custom cabinetry and custom everything, we have to know all these things beforehand. I'm going to show you guys some of the issues that we face with the measurements and how you guys can plan ahead for this in order to not face these problems moving forward in your projects. So let's jump over to the bathrooms. I'm going to grab my measuring tape and I'm going to show you guys what's going on. So I'm standing in the master bathroom. Behind me is the master window. So we'll start off with this segment. We already ordered our master tub, which is a freestanding tub. As you guys can see, it's a nice matte black color. We're going with a nice contemporary modern theme without the whole house. Unfortunately, in order to know where the drain plug is, we got to know what type of tub we're getting, because if it's in the middle, the drain has to be in the middle. If it's at the end, the drain has to be at the end. Another thing we learned here, this is a 4-foot window. Most of these tubs are about 2.5 feet wide. Our bathroom isn't that large. We should have honestly had a 3-foot window here, and this tub could have been moved a little bit more over this way, so it doesn't have to be centered with the window far out this way, which eats up into our bathroom. Lesson learned, if you have a really, really large master bathroom, then you can do the 4-foot wide window, but if you're putting a window over the tub, probably go with a 3-footer. Once we decided the tub, we ordered the tub, and we got it actually today in the morning, and there's damage inside. We don't need this tub for maybe another couple weeks. But having it now and dealing with these issues of sending it back, getting a new one, knowing the exact placement and the schematics of everything is what we need in order to plan out our bathroom properly. So we're gonna have a bump up from here, the tub area. We're gonna go this way, and we have the shower system here, which is gonna be a walk-in shower. There's gonna be a glass here. I don't know if we're gonna have a stationary glass or a sliding glass door. I'm not sure yet because we wanna kind of have an open concept here. But we need to know the exact width of the shower that we're gonna have here in order to know over here what size vanity we can put. So I measured that out. We had decided to put a 36 here, which is exactly where this is placed in the center of. When you're measuring out the rough ends for these, you also have to make sure to take into account about 1 inch for tile, drywall, whatever else is going there. So we took out 1 inch. We added another 18 inches to that. So it's 19 inches out is the center of this. We're gonna come out another 18 inches and have the glass. From there, we need the vanity. So in the master, we wanna have a double vanity. We have both of our drains and water sources plugged out here, but we gotta make sure that these are put in the correct location. So depending on what vanity I get, this might have to be moved over 3 or 4 inches that way or this way. I wanna get that done now so that I don't have problems in the future tearing up drywall, wonderboard, whatever it is, and getting that done. I'm gonna jump into one of our standard bathrooms to talk a little bit more about the sizes because it's a little bit more close to standard what a lot of people will probably have in their homes. And you probably wanna take into account toilet placement, vanity placement, tub size. A lot of this stuff is mostly standard, but I'll go over it in the other bathroom. All right, so I'm in bathroom number 3. If you guys don't remember, bathroom number 2 and 3 are basically mirrored images of each other. They're the exact same carbon copy, except for the length of them is a little bit different. In this bathroom, I'm gonna start over here, if you guys wanna follow me by the tub side. There's 2 standard sizes for alcove tubs. Alcove tubs is basically all 3 sides are closed in. So we have that front, back, and then the side is closed in here. This distance can either be 30 or 32. So right here, we have it set at 15.5, taking about 1 inch for the tile and wonderboard or whatnot. It'll bring it into about 15 inches on center, which is great if we have a 30-inch tub. Now, we decided to go with a 32-inch tub, and I'll explain to you why. So if you guys twist over this way and head to the ground, I marked out 33 inches is this red line. 33 inches means 1 inch for the tile, 32 inches for the tub. From this to the center of the toilet, we want a minimum of 15 inches. So this is, I believe, national code. I don't think this is California only, but we want a minimum of 15. So we have 18 right now. So if I add another 2 inches, it would be 20 inches, which leaves a lot of dead space in this bathroom. If I had known this earlier, I would butt this up a couple more inches this way and give my vanity a lot more breathing room. This is where it is. Moving this is a big pain in the behind, so we're not gonna do that. Going from the center of this, on this side, again, we want 15 inches, so I have that marked out here. How much room does that leave us for a vanity from this wall? We have 42.5 inches. These vanities come in standard sizes of basically 30, 32, 36, 39, 42, and then there's some off sizes at 46, 48. Now that I know those are the most standard sizes, I know how to plan out my bathrooms ahead of time in the planning stages of the home. We're gonna put a 42-inch vanity here, and we're gonna leave the toilet where it is and have a 32-inch tub, which means the tub has to come over this way. I also need to pick out my tubs so they know where the drain is going exactly. Moving the plug outs for the rough-in valves for the shower heads is not that difficult because we have PEX. So with that entire contraption, we can just screw off and move over 2 inches. In the other bathroom, once I jump into the other bathroom, I'll talk to you guys more about how to get your framing done correctly so everything is on center in the bathroom. So let's jump over to the other bathroom. So I'm in the second bathroom, which is essentially a copy of the first bathroom. Grab my measuring tape. Essentially, I say because it's not exactly the same size because the vanity placement, toilet placement, everything kind of ends up being a little bit different. So come over this way. You'll see that this is set up at 15 inches exactly. So I guess they forgot to take into account the actual tile and stuff. This needs to be moved over anyway. If you see the way our wall is framed out here, moving over 2 inches is gonna bring us really close to this stud. Also, if you guys look up to the roof rafters, the ceiling joist up here. For this to be centered over the tub, it would need to come over about 1.5 inches this way, which lands directly on top of this ceiling joist. So when we were framing this out, we should have told our framers to make sure to have the proper spacing so we can have a light can there. They have what they call pancake boxes. We learned on this project that you cannot have those in any humid climate areas. So in the bathrooms and the bathtubs and stuff, you cannot have those in those areas. We have to deal with being about 1.5 inches off center, which in the grand scheme of things is not a big deal, but I like to be perfect. Now let's jump over down here, and I'm gonna do the same measurements I did on the other side. If we come over this way, we got 33 inches over here, which there's a red marking right there, it's kind of old. From that 33-inch mark, if I come over, again, the bathtub center is about 18.5. So this toilet seat could have been that way, 3 inches, 3.5 inches that way. That 3.5 inches might not seem like a big deal to you, but I'll show you why it is now. From here to center, we have 15 inches right here. So I'm gonna use this little black marker as our marker, and from here to here, I have 39 inches. So that creates a problem for me because I can't have a 42-inch vanity here. They do make 39, but it's a little bit more towards the custom side and less options. So I'm gonna probably end up going with a 36-inch vanity here. If I had moved this over 3 inches that way, I would be able to fit in a 42-inch vanity. It'd give a lot more storage room and a bigger vanity top, which is a lot nicer, and the price increase for the vanities is not that big of a difference. Lesson learned. I can't really move this toilet over because it's a lot of work right now and it's gonna create a lot of Swiss cheesing in my floorboards, and I don't wanna do that. Lessons learned, you learn them as you go. Next time we plan out a bathroom, we'll have a much better idea of what size bathroom we want and how we wanna lay things out, and we'll be able to provide better placement for the rough-in plumbers to put everything in the right location. Unfortunately, we kept telling them, oh, just do everything standard, 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 but it doesn't really work out that way in the end. You gotta plan out. Planning is very important. That's the one big lesson I've learned from this project. I'm gonna jump in my car right now. We're gonna go to a couple stores. We're gonna pick out vanities, toilets, tubs, everything else. The master tub, you guys already saw us here. I just gotta get them to send me a different one because that one's damaged. So let's jump in the car and head out. Right now, we're going to Modern Bath in North Hollywood, I believe it is. We've done a lot of research, went a lot of places, looking for vanities, bathtub, toilets, everything. So basically today what I'm doing is actually purchasing what we've already chosen out. I'm gonna walk you guys through the stores and show you why we purchased what we purchased, why we're choosing what we're choosing. Essentially, Modern Bath is nice. They have a lot more high-end things, but in terms of the vanity, we wanted to do floating vanities and they don't have many options, and the options that they do have are ridiculously expensive. I'll give you an example. The vanity combo for the master bathroom, a floating nice vanity set about 4 or 5 months ago was $1,000 to $1,200. Now that same vanity, $2,500 to $3,000. And they're back ordered, and they don't know when they're getting them, and just a bunch of problems. Unfortunately, I don't have that in the budget, so we have to change some of the things that we're getting, so there's better pricing on the vanities. So we also went down to Anaheim, where there's a lot of warehouses and wholesalers and everything, and we kind of learned that this other place where we're getting our vanities, it's a lot cheaper and it has the same exact thing. Most of these stores buy the same exact things from China, and they come here in containers. I don't know if they use the same distributors or what, but they have literally the same exact vanities, and the price is very This North Hollywood location was a lot cheaper than all the Anaheim locations, even though they were larger stores with a lot more choices. These guys have what we want, so we're gonna buy a majority of everything from these guys. Our tubs and toilets we're gonna get from Modern Bath, so I'll cut to there and I'll show you guys some of the other cool stuff that they have there that we ended up not using because it's a little bit out of budget for us. Floating vanity, this would actually go great in our office room, but this vanity, the complete set with this top, which is a pretty standard top, $4,158. Okay, so I'm sure there's a reason behind it. I'm sure this is like high quality.
Nope, this is MDF, or actually it's plywood veneered, it looks like.
I'm not an expert on this stuff. It feels a lot nicer, it's a lot more smoother, but I can get a very similar look and feel for like 500 bucks. That's 10% of the price. Not 10, maybe a little bit higher, but that's the reason we're not going with these. Another thing is these backlit mirrors. We're using these backlit mirrors in most of the house. Prices are similar. The only thing is online you can get more customizable sizes in terms of what you need, so we're gonna order those online. Let me show you guys the vanity that kind of intrigued me the most. Second most was this one. I was like, oh cool, we should get something like this for the office because it's kind of like a powder room and it's interesting. This complete set is, you wanna guess? $8,000. So this is a car. This is a reliable car for you guys. I like these vanities. They're nice and black and simple. We want something black, but all this stuff is kind of in the $1,000 range with the top and the bottom. What we were choosing for the master was this one. I'll show you guys over here. This was the vanity for the master, and it's nice and modern. It has the countertop space that we want. I love the white oak finish. But this set, which was not that bad, was about $2,500. I think for the 72 inches, $2,500. A little bit out of budget. Little. It's also not a floating vanity, so it's not exactly what we're looking for. These are the fluid sets. This is actually what we were originally looking to put into the house. These sets, I think, come in about $1,000. The problem is the rough-in valves were like a month and a half out, and we were not ready for that at all. And we decided not to go with these. I have a friend that's building a 4-unit. I actually just learned this recently. He saw videos and reached out to me and said, I'm building a 4-unit townhome in LA. He used these fluid valves. He said they're great. The only problem is he floated his tile. So they need extensions, which apparently is a standard thing, except that he cannot find the extensions for these, and it's become very problematic. Delta is really standard. You can get it almost at any store, and they also have a lot of nice finished things. You walk over to the tubs. So as far as Aqua Tubs go, they have, I think, that one and this one. This is what we're gonna go with. It's a much more modern looking tub. It's a lot deeper than the stuff you get at Home Depot. It also is a lot more expensive, but we want the nicer tub, and we feel like it'll add a lot more value to the home. So originally when we came in here, I quoted the whole bathroom, vanities, everything. So our total order was like $15,000. So he was able to give me a better discount per item. So the toilets came out to about $320 a piece. Let me show you guys what the toilets are. So these were the toilets. They're nice toilets, elongated. They look like a single piece, but they're not really, and they're closed off on the bottom, which I like. He had quoted me originally $300 a piece for this, but now that we're getting a lot less stuff from here, he said that the price on these is about 400 bucks, I think it was. So I'm probably gonna pass on these. So it's for something, because the other store had single pieces for $320 or $360. So obviously they want to sell us Modern Bath. Their stuff is a lot nicer. It's a lot more high quality things. When I walk into homes in Toluca Lake and they're using MDF for their bathroom vanities, and they're custom building it, but they're using MDF. If you use a high grade material, it's fine. If the workmanship is there, it's fine. Yes, hardwood is a lot better. It's a lot longer lasting. In my opinion, styles change, things change. You're gonna wanna upgrade this bathroom in about 10 years anyways, 8 to 10 years. At that point, yes, all these things will be worn out, but if they lasted longer than that, what were you gonna do with it anyways? I don't know, I just can't fathom spending 3 times the amount of money when I'm not gonna see a return on it. Going to the other stores to figure out what we're buying. I think I'm gonna go to the toilet store first. There was another store that had the toilets. They went from $320 to $460, and I think the other guy was at $360. and I like those toilets better, so I'm gonna go figure it out right now and figure out what we're buying. I came for the price increases. Do you guys also sell Aqua Tubs or no? Yeah? Do you have anything modern that's like 900 or cheaper? A square one, 32 by 60? Yeah. This is the other toilet. Soft close. Really, really nice. Nice skirted on the bottom is what they call it when it's closed on the side. Single piece, dual flush. It's a nice toilet. I think the price on this was $360. We're gonna find out right now. I think I'm gonna get these toilets, and if he gives me a good deal on the cooler tubs, I'll get the tubs from here too. I know exactly what I want now.
You guys doing vlog?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll give you one of my cards. You can check on YouTube.
Sure.
I don't remember my order number, but maybe with phone number.
Yeah.
818-428.
Yeah. For the 72 glossy white, and also the 42 gray color, and 36.
72 was not glossy white.
You wanna do which finish?
72.
You want to do this oak?
Yeah.
No, the oak is out of stock.
You don't have any of this?
No, we don't have it.
I don't know why I thought this was available. Okay. I'm gonna do this one, 36,
You want to do 36
glossy white. Yes, and it's gonna be with this top, right? This one, 42. Same top. Same top. Okay. That solves those two bathrooms. Now, what do you have white oak 72?
Let me check. I don't think
Do you know when you're getting the white oak in stock again?
at least 2 months.
At least 2 months. What colors does this come in?
Gold wood.
Okay. Let's go down. We measure. This is a 36, which is actually 35 and 3/8, which is good for me. Where's my phone? The bottom is 13 inches. Yeah, let me just pay for this now. We are back at the expensive store because unfortunately the white oak vanities that we had chosen from the last store are no longer in stock. So they don't have a 72 inch that they can give us, and we need a 72 inch, and I can't wait on their delivery time because frankly they don't know when they're getting the material. So we're gonna go with this. It's a much more modern, solid plywood, better quality, longer lasting, more expensive vanity, and it's not floating. But I think we're compromising floating for more quality, a nicer vanity, nicer countertops. These countertops you guys can film, but they're really smooth and they feel really luxurious. So we're gonna go with this. The black vanity that we need for the office, we're gonna order from Anaheim, and then the other 2 bedrooms I already got from the previous store. I don't even remember what the name of that store is, but I'll catch you guys back at the house. We'll go over all the adjustments. We basically ordered everything we need for the vanities in the bathrooms, and we're all set to go with that so we can finalize our locations for the rough plumbing.
4,000.
4,000 is the non-Armenian price, and then it's 2,000 Armenian price, and then if you know his family members from school, it's 1,500. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Matte black.
Matte black handles, 1 1/4 inch thick top.
Okay. Why is there different thickness tops?
Yeah, 4 inch thick.
Those are
Like
nice.
see that small white
That's
vanity?
beautiful.
You bought the rest from there.
I just need one more 42 black, but you see this?
842.
He wants me to pay $800 for a vanity. Do you see my watch? Do you see his watch? Do you see who's ending up like what? Do you see that? As if he's just a salesman here, you know.
4,078. 2 tubs, 1167 for the vanity, 940 for the top with tax. This was $899 originally. This was $1373 originally. This was $1,045.
So how much am I paying for?
You're getting
You added something.
your 2 tubs.
You told me $2,000 for the thing. Now it's $2,107.
We're very old.
You told me $2,000 for that.
Bro.
I already went from. You know how much I was buying that for? $1,200.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
You were not buying this for $1,200.
Not that. But
This was $2,000. Okay, you know what? Here. There, $2,000.
$2,023.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I'll give you the $23.
Yeah, thanks.
You want? All right, thanks, Rob.
$39.86.
I'm giving him a hard time, you guys. He's been very helpful. All right, so I spent $1,050, I think, at the other place, and then we're at $4,000 here. And
Big difference between the two.
we still need to buy the one vanity and the toilets.
What vanity?
36, 42-inch black. Eddie signed so I don't dispute the charge. Or maybe like 1/3 of it, or if not less. This is the vanity.
I need the tubs too.
Pops on.
No, tub.
Oh, tub.
So we just left Modern Bathrooms on Lancashire. I know I didn't want to buy my vanities from there originally because they are expensive. Unfortunately, like I said, we had no choice with the master. We want something nice, and this was the best option that we could find outside of building custom cabinets. That also is not really an option for us. We don't have the time to source and find and design custom vanities for the bathrooms. So we ordered bedroom number 2 and bedroom number 3, which are the matching mirrored bedrooms. We have the vanities, the tubs. All that's left is the lighting fixtures and the mirrors. Right now I'm gonna go and measure out to figure out what type of backlit LED mirrors we wanna put in those rooms. So now we have the majority of our vanities and tubs and everything ordered. The only thing that we're missing is essentially the vanity for the office. Bedroom number 2 and 3, we got the vanities from that one store I don't know the name of. We went back to Modern Bathrooms to get our 2 tubs for bathroom 2 and 3, and also our vanity for the master. It's a nice vanity, I'm happy with it, I'm just not happy with the price of it. There's nothing else that we could really do at this point in time. We have no other options, and we need the spec sheets for these so we can plan everything out. All that's left is the Vanity LED backlit mirrors, and in order to do that, we're gonna go measure everything out, precisely locate everything, and then I'll order those from online. So Wayfair and HomeDepot.com, HOUZZ.com, they have all different sizes and assortments. Modern Bathroom had nice LED well-priced mirrors, but unfortunately they have only generic sizes. So for custom sizes, I won't be able to get what I'm trying to do. I'll see you guys back at the house and we'll go over the rest of it. We're back at the house now. I'm with Eddie, who's been sitting around all day doing absolutely nothing while I've been working hard, spending money, making decisions, business moves. But we're back here now. We've ordered all of our vanities, all of our tubs, everything that we need to figure out the placement of the plumbing.
Yeah, so now that we have what we ordered, we took the spec sheets of that. We're gonna measure it all out, make sure all the plumbing is in the right spot. If it's not, we're gonna have to call the plumbers back so that they can move the drain a little bit, a couple inches here and there, and we get that right.
Outside of that, make sure you guys comment any other questions that you guys have regarding this whole process. If you guys enjoy these videos, subscribe, hit that thumbs up, hit that notification bell. You guys get notified every single week on Fridays, 4 p.m. We're uploading a video. What's next week's video on?
So for next week's video, we actually have our windows installed, our fire sprinkler installed, and our pocket doors installed. We're gonna go over those things as well as straight edging our walls. So tune in for that.